afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got game sports center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Tonight we've got a good NFC match.
Take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problem. 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 All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh?
Yeah, I ain't taking no losses in a minute. Scored a touchdown through the critic. Came a long way from the trenches. Still be making plays in the trenches. I'm from New Orleans. I'm a saint with a demon in my head. Yeah, I told him chill. Lil' bro still spinning like a fan. Lord on my mama. He been playing like this since he was in college. So fast like a rocket. Part of the reason they can't stop him. You don't know how I feel. Come from nothing, turn up quick. You don't know how I feel. Turn them losses into a whip. Yeah, treat the beat like 4 down, going for the dub. I ain't playing with them. QB to the RB, big 4 9 serving hand in hand. Real name Jamal Chase, he the newest girl with the people saying. I'm still in the field, ain't calling plays, Bill Belichick.
Yeah, where the ops, I ain't ducking smoke. Kick it out, now we tryna scout. Too easy, I'ma run it up with my eyes closed like Pat Mahomes. Red flag, I send him home. Hail Mary, I send him long. Another touchdown, hit the gritty on him. Gotta pull in they camera phones. H-time, throw the city up, I finna pick the play off like it's Xavier. When it's fresh, can't get out the pocket, got the cannon on me, I feel like Brady. Chasing after Lamborghinis, we just barely get started. Ay, catch a play, I'm like Megatron, you don't know nobody that can guard it. You don't know nobody.
No problem. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got an NFC South matchup as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now Ritter to throw on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's number one goal is to throw that timing off.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And that... absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Ritter to throw it. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
Black open.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ritter down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Ritter. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Desmond Ritter on target to Drake London. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. first down throw for Young. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here is Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So, Charles, they get to him with their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Young now. Open here, Adam Thielen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards that time for number 19.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. Down to the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Young will set to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Now here's Young. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders taking it in. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On first down, Ritter. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third down and 6. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. Second and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Now Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win. Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. 3rd and goal, Ritter with it. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ritter taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are able to add on to that lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Going play action. Ritter. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Escaping the pressure right. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Young. Sharp's got it left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Fighting through it. He's got space. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Looking to throw it here, Ritter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
That throw by Young incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
A play fake. Now Young. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. That's called left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Fighting his way through contact. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Looking to throw, Young. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
To the air once more, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ritter will set up to throw it. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Ritter off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Ready?
On play action, here's Ritter. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Ritter on the 4th down try. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Ritter now. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Ritter with it after the play fake. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Robinson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Ritter. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. He's got him in, complete. And bulldozing his way through. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, 82 yards. And the Panthers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Now it's Patterson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Ritter back to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Going play action. Ritter. His throw incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Ritter to throw it. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First down, here's Ritter. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Steps away to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And
my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return will stop right around the 25. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off. And it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Here's Ritter. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And Sharp calls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ultra. Ready.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Had a nice move but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw it here. Ritter rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Young to throw it. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Now Young. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Young. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Throwing now is Ritter.
That's caught inside the 20. To make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Back to throw. Ritter.
This is caught. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
On the double. Fight, 97.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. Accelerating, and off he goes. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over.
Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over. But sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.